you want, okay, so this is a little, so this has a little introduction. This is a thing, like a historical thing. If you want to ever see one of the most popular game companies and wondered, man, these guys are so successful, they must be making like classics all the time. That was not the story for Capcom in the 360 PS3 area, because they made some terrible mistakes, almost went to bankruptcy, and made some of the weirdest games people don't remember. You know, because everyone remember me, right?
What?
Exactly. But however, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Asura's Wrath today. Released in, I'm pretty sure, 2012. It was developed by CyberConnect 2. They make the Naruto Shippuden Ninja Storm games. And that's all they do, basically. They just make the Naruto Shippuden games. Actually, they did the Demon Slayer game, the new one. They make arena fighters. But Asura's Wrath isn't an arena fighter. It is a shoot 'em up, quick time, event driven, beat 'em up anime that is about a culture of demigods fighting off the evil of the world called the Goma, right? And they keep fighting them for thousands and thousands of years, and it's not working. So they betray Asura, because they knew Asura wasn't going to vibe with it, to basically try to find the most unethical way to completely eradicate the evil from Earth, right? So all the deities get together and they kill Asura. But I don't know if you know the meme, man literally too angry to die. This is where the meme originated, because Asura is the demigod of wrath. He gets so angry, he does not die. He wakes up to find himself in limbo 10,000 years later. Someone goes, how are you still alive? You're supposed to go to like the great beyond. And Asura's like, no, I'm angry. And he just comes back to life. So now we're going to say, and he finds Earth's in shambles. Everyone's now a dumb cultist because the demigods are harvesting them for this spirit power called mantra. It's confusing, but don't pay attention, because the whole appeal is how absolutely insane. The first boss of Asura's Wrath, you fight a guy called Wizen. He's one of the demigods. He's the demigod of violence. All he can do is grow bigger. So you have a fight with him. That's a beat 'em up, and then it's a quick time transition, and then you do a shoot 'em up with him, like, you know, like an actual shmup, right? And then he grows bigger than the planet itself. And he laughs at you, and he squishes you with his finger. So you mash the Y button, and Asura gains 4 more arms and literally punches his finger multiple times so hard that the man who is larger than Earth crumbles. Spoiler alert for the rest of the game. This game is absolutely insane, and I love it. I love it to death. The final fight is the core of the Earth itself with your ninja brother-in-law, okay? This game is wacky. It is insane. It is just essentially an anime to the point where if you start a level, they're called episodes. It says, last time on Asura's Wrath. And then it gives you like an over-dramatic recap of the episode. And then there's even an intermission in which you can pause in the middle of the level, you know, to go to the bathroom or something. And then at the end, if you don't click like go to the next level, it'll be, next time on Asura's Wrath, can Asura actually beat his mentor who has a sword that can grow infinitely and cuts the moon in half, and then pierces Asura all the way down to the Earth's crust, making Asura essentially a meteor. All right. It is literally an anime. So that's great and all, and you know, you end with destroying all the evil on Earth. But the reason I bring this up is because all the DLC was finally on sale. Now I'm just going to quickly go over the first 2. So the first 2 are actual in-between episodes to give context when context wasn't needed, because the plot's really confusing. And they're actually like anime drawn chapters that you just do quick time events for. Right? No biggie. The second 2 are called Lost episodes, where Asura fights Ryu and Akuma from Street Fighter, and it actually turns into a Street Fighter 4 match, and it plays exactly the same, and it'll be like Asura versus Ryu, and then they fight like regularly, like it's like an actual fighting game match, and then you uppercut Ryu into the moon, and then you do like the regular Asura's Wrath gameplay, and then the same thing with Akuma. But the actual thing is, at the time, I guess they didn't have time to finish the game, So the actual ending of the game was DLC. I didn't know this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I never actually played the real ending. So I didn't know this because it was actually insane. So the ending of the game, because the plot hole that was never addressed is how does Asura just get his wrath? Because it's implied that Asura's getting angry for a specific reason, but Asura's, a big, dumb, angry man. He doesn't explain anything, right? He's man too angry to die. So once they kill all the evil at Earth, the god of everything, Chakra, comes down, because it's inspired by Buddhist mythology, comes down and says, "Good job, Asura. This was all a test. Now, I was doing this also so I could have a worthy successor to be the next Chakra. Come on, Asura, let's go. We have many more universes and planets to rule." And Asura goes, This is a game to you? Trillions of people suffer in order for you to find your next thing? Asura doesn't like people who control other people's lives. That's why he gets mad. So he kills God himself. He gets so angry. He fights literal God to the point where he ends up dying because the God creates the mantra gimmick, and Asura runs on mantra and not, people don't. So he knows full well if I'm going to murder him, I'm going to die. So the whole DLC campaign is him trying to find a way to kill God.
Okay.
This game is insane. I love it, and the only way you can play it is, I think, on PC and Xbox 360 backwards compatible. But it is a gem. It is nuts. I can't describe everything. This is just like a serving size. This is a sampler to the iceberg. This is nutty. Okay, I'm gonna give this game an 8 out of 10. I'm lowered it down a point because they cut the ending out and made it DLC, which is cringe. But go check it out. It's nuts.